Appalachian Oddity.
He'll hear from my attorneys.
Mount Kilpis, Paulie Kilpis, and Gannon the Hillbilly Shooter Green.
Kilpis! That's right, it's WrestleRoni. We're being joined by the great Paulie Kilpis today. I'm so excited, Lawrence, aren't you? How you doing, Paulie?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. How you doing, Lawrence?
I'm doing fantastic, Spooky Lou.
Hey, one
Do you want to know why I feel fantastic?
Why?
Because I truly believe that this podcast and all the folks that are going to listen to this podcast are truly in for WrestleRoni is going to be a absolute historic, monumental episode.
No doubt. No doubt. Hey, one more time. Kilpis! I love it.
And if I may bend you gentlemen's ears and the ears of our listeners for a few minutes, let me explain to you. Thank you. I want to explain to you why I'm so excited.
You can, but you got to give me a Kilpis first.
Kilpis! How's that?
All right. Say what you need to say, Lawrence.
Fantastic. So here's what I want the both of you to know, and to the listeners, the RSW crew, everyone involved to know. I am so excited to be here. And I don't mean this as a slight or any disrespect whatsoever to any of the talent that I've bared witness to, whether it be live or going back to watch, on TV, on my own TV, on my own personal time, matches from the RSW crew, whether you be a man, woman, they, them, you fucking identify as a palm tree, whatever. Like you've made me a fan, and I love watching all of you, and you guys are incredibly, incredibly talented, incredibly charismatic, and this thing is just absolutely blowing up. But again, no disrespect. Let me just tell you something. To me, there's no wrestler that I enjoy watching more in singles competition to this esteemed gentleman we have right now. Paulie Kilpis is my favorite singles wrestler, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there's something about Paulie that I can't put my finger on. Something that just, when you talk about having the it factor, it just feels like Paulie is it. He's incredibly gifted in the ring. His charisma is fucking infectious. Like wherever he goes, he is beloved by everybody. And to be perfectly honest, I honestly believe that what we're all witnessing before our eyes is a fucking star in the making. Like I do not say that lightly. He's someone that doesn't even hold a belt. And most times when there's arguments over and people debate, oh, who's the best, this and this, a lot of times belts come into play. But in my personal opinion, like RSW has a total overall championship belt, and that's worn by Paulie Kilpis. He doesn't even fucking physically wear a fucking belt, and he is the champion to me in RSW. And again, I mean that as no slight or disrespect, and people are certainly welcome to debate and disagree with me, but I would just ask you this as a personal favor, to do your boy Lawrence a favor, and let me know what one of two nicknames you'd like me to refer to you as from this point moving forward. Either you're fucking Ray Charles or you're fucking Stevie Wonder. Because you gotta fucking be blind if you don't see the same thing I'm seeing. And this truly is a historic moment for WrestleRoni. And I'm just so unbelievably thankful and humble to be able to share this time, to be able to speak to Paulie and find out more about his background, where he's coming from. Because to be perfectly honest, guys, I don't know when the fuck we would ever have a chance to fucking interview him again. Because I truly believe in a year, 2 years, we may not have this opportunity unless he remembers us little piss ants in West Virginia when he's doing bigger and better things. So with all that being said, I love me some RSW, and I fucking love me some Paulie Kilpis. Brother, you are the fucking man to me, and WrestleRoni is so happy to have you here, and WrestleRoni wants to proudly welcome you to the podcast, brother. Thank you so much for giving us your time tonight.
Oh, Dan, thank you so much for the kind words. I'm happy to officially be on a podcast with you and Spooky Lou. Everybody's been doing them, and I felt like it's my turn to get in here and just hang out.
Hell yeah. Glad to have you. I'm super stoked too. I've been a fan since day one. Dude, I never thought I would be a fan of somebody that just comes out. Not just comes out. Let me rephrase that. Fuck me. Somebody that comes out and hugs the fans. But then you do this crazy athletic, crazy shit in the ring. Everybody I talk to says that's just the tip of the iceberg. Folks haven't seen what Paulie Kilpis is capable of. So, glad to have you on. How do you feel about the brawl at VCW this past weekend on pay-per-view? That was a wild one. How was your VCW experience, Paulie?
Oh, I have a great experience every time I go to VCW. I'm very excited that I got to punch someone for once. I always get to hug and that damn DD Vice. Last time I was there, I was trying to enjoy a hot dog and he just rudely smacked it out of my hand. So I'm glad I got to share a hot dog with him this coming VCW show.
Man, what a chaotic brawl. That was wild. And let's backtrack. Let's take it back to the night before. You and Jeff Paul had one hell of an entertaining match. Anything you can tell us about your feelings on Jeff Paul, the match itself, the Monongah crowd? Just let it all out. Let us know about it, Paulie.
Well, the Monongah crowd is great. I love the crowd. Very fun, very interactive crowd.
Yeah.
Jeff Paul's a good guy. He's he could be a bit of a meanie from time to time.
Yeah.
He's not very likable amongst the fans, but I like him. He's a good hugger. Good hugger. He gets a lot of shit, but I for one enjoy him very much. He's a good dude.
Paulie, you're a good dude. The dude cheated to beat you, and here you are saying you like the guy. God bless you.
I like the guy. I mean, yeah, sometimes you gotta kick me in the ding ding. It's happened. It's happened a number of times. I just my ding ding's magnetic.
Oh, no doubt in my mind, man. You're on some whole nother level. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Next time I see a Coke can stuck to your dick, I'll say, "Oh, it's Paulie's magnetic dick." No doubt in my mind.
Oh my God!
He's got magnets in his penis.
Yeah, screwdriver just hanging off of it. Whatever.
It mainly attracts bootlaces.
Yeah, right. I got you. Let's take it way back, Paulie. Not way back, a few months back. I'm watching an old VCW show where the rivalry began with Saturday Night Special. At first, they took your moonshine and drank it, and on another show, Father's Day Throwdown, I believe, they killed your damn possum. How do you feel about those guys and all the past you guys have had?
The past that I've had with Saturday Night Special has been a very colorful one, probably even more colorful than their ring wear sometimes.
Yeah.
Where do I start? The first show, the first time we fought them at VCW, we knew that they had a new type of determination on them. But then on the Father's Day Throwdown, they just took it too far.
Yeah.
They took it too far when they ripped Bo's head off. I had to have a nice little funeral for her, and it was just a sad day in general. And I plan on getting my revenge soon on the February 19th VCW show.
Oh, okay. You heard it here first. We getting the scoops today, Lawrence. Going down again. I tell you, man, You guys are like the Rock and Roll Express and Midnight Express of the West Virginia Indies. Give it to me all day. Give it to me March 18th. Give it to me April 18th. It's always entertaining. It's always fun. Whether it be a six-man tag where the ceiling falls down and you're tagging with Beastman and you're throwing the daggone ceiling at him, you guys are too fun, man. It's just too awesome. Since we talked about SNS and we're talking about tag teams, here in RSW, you and Gannon had a bit of falling out, to say the least. It culminated at the 5-year anniversary show in one hell of a war. Can we go into a bit of your and Gannon's history and the falling out between you two?
Well, you see, when it comes to me and Gannon Green, you have to really look back at the start.
Okay.
Me and Gannon have been... Gannon's been in the ring with me since my very first day, stepping into a ring.
Okay.
So, if there's anyone that knows Kilpis better than anybody, it would be Gannon Green.
Mm-hmm.
And we have had our fair share of matches even before we were Mount Kilpis. We actually did like a best of 5 series with each other.
Oh.
And then after that, down south in PIWA at the time.
Okay.
That's when we had our first tag team match, and then that's when we decided that we should team up because we do very good as a tag team, and then we had a very good run.
But it didn't last long.
No,
Recently in July there was a falling out. You guys went toe to toe. How did it feel, Fairmont State? You're about to go out the curtain to fight your former best friend in a no holds barred war. What was going through your mind, and what was going through your mind during the match, after the match?
Well, before the match, I just kind of wanted to. I kind of wanted to find Gannon and try and like talk about it because we were tag team champions for a little over a year, year and a half maybe, and I thought that we were just going through a rough patch. And Gannon, there was a Mannington show before that, I think. We were facing Jake Ely and Cyclops, and Gannon just wanted to just fight dirty and be dirty and talk about like it's bullshit, we're not winning and all that stuff. And I just couldn't let him, so I had to step in there and take another ding ding kick because he was going to kick Cyclops' ding ding, and I stepped in to stop it, and that's when basically the whole fight between us started because Gannon wanted to cut the bullshit, and I just thought we'd get back on track.
Right.
But he had other plans in the means of winning by any means necessary.
So it kind of sounds like to me, if I can jump in here real quick, so that was not only the end to the tag team and to the friendship, it was actually kind of the rebirth, as it were, of Gannon Green as No Bullshit.
That's kind
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was going to say. It was a change in Gannon, not a change in Paulie. And props to Tim Cross. He took note, said this just ain't going to work in our Now, up in VCW, they're making them do their thing, and it's working. But Tim Cross isn't taking no chances in RSW. And good, you guys both get to shine as single stars, as you have. What's it like to be on your own in RSW?
Oh, gosh. Well, when I first started wrestling, when I first started having matches, I was on my own, but all my matches were essentially against Gannon, which turned out very well for the most part. I enjoy all my matches. Wrestling is probably the happiest time for me. The way I just love the crowd.
And they love you, brother.
Yep,
Trust me.
I really don't know what else to say. wrestling when I first started, gosh, I was just so excited for every chance that I got to step in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I can wrestle like every show for anyone that wants me to come wrestle for them, I'll do it. But it's just a great feeling for me to step into the ring every time, and I love it. I love it.
You can tell, and it comes
Mm-hmm.
across, and it radiates, and it's infectious,
Yep.
and like Lawrence was saying earlier, it's a damn special thing. You could make a cranky 90-year-old man give you a hug and smile. There's no doubt in my mind.
I mean,
No doubt.
to be fair, if I'm walking around and he's in the front row seating, he's getting one anyway.
we know that's true.
Hell, you got me twice on at the Mononga show. You when you first came out, you gave a hug, and then you went to the other side and hugged me again. I said, "Damn."
Well, you walked over there. I mean, you're basically asking for it. You were in the hug zone.
I'm the camera guy. I gotta follow you. I had to.
That's for the first like 40 seconds to a minute. That's the hug zone outside the ring,
Okay.
and you were just walking around in it with your camera. So
I see. Shout outs to the one cameraman that RSW has, the curly haired guy. I've never met him in person, so I don't know his name. But like, he is forever doing his best to get away from getting a hug from Paulie Kilpis.
Oh,
but by God, Paulie gets that fucking hug.
Always after him.
I do have a question for Paulie, if I may.
that guy's name is his name is Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota Gation. He's actually a trainee, and he does very well to get out of my hugs. Actually, one of my best little promotion pictures came from me running after him to get a hug. The one that you used for the podcast is the one that he took.
Okay. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's it.
And also, before Lawrence asks this question, I want to shout out Dakota, because any show that I've been running video for, that dude's been so nice and tries to stay out of my way, which I feel like he's been there longer. And why is he getting out of my way? But he's
Right.
very aware of his surroundings, and he's so quick to step out of my way. I never have to worry about tripping over him or him fucking up a shot or anything. And if he did, so what? He's, like I say, he's been there longer than I have, and he's training, taking bumps. So mad respect to that guy. Awesome photos. But back to Lawrence and his question. You guys fire away. I'm gonna go get a cigarette. Lawrence, fire
All right.
away.
And I'll just reciprocate what Spooky said too, man. Shout out to you, Dakota, man. You're a good fucking dude, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad that
shout out.
I'm glad both of you guys are able to coexist and getting these great fucking photos for everyone. So, we can do everything we can to promote this thing and just push this thing to the roof, man. Because I'm always happy to promote, even on my own channel right here, co-hosting with him, with Spooky on the WrestleRoni. Like, I promote you guys as often as I can, believe that. But here's my question for you. So, and I want you to know, and to the listeners to know, that we have, previously had a sit down, had an opportunity to interview your former tag team partner of Mount Kilpis and RSW, still your partner in VCW. And I posed this question to him. And his answer, before I even asked the question, is that, I've learned that you just never know in pro wrestling. What is the possibility of Mount Kilpis reuniting within RSW, Paulie? And if you were to do that, can you coexist with this new Gannon? Or would you have to see him change for that to happen?
What's up?
It actually kicked me out of the group chat that we're in here.
Oh.
So if I might ask him to restart his question.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that for you to know, and for all the listeners out there, we actually had an opportunity to have a one-on-one interview with Gannon, your former tag team partner within RSW as Mount Kilpis, of which you are, Mount Kilpis and VCW. And I was curious, is there a chance? Because I asked him this question, and his response was well, it's pro wrestling. I've learned to know or to realize you just never know what's going to happen. Is it possible that Kilpis could have a reunion in RSW? And if so, can you coexist together with this new Gannon Green, or does he have to change in order for that to happen?
I will always hold a special place in my heart for Gannon, although he has decided to go down this path.
Mm-hmm.
If the day ever should come to where I think Mount Kilpis would need to come back, I think that he would definitely be on board either way. I'm not saying that he has to change. I think the aggression would be a little helpful because I honestly kind of somewhat lack in aggression sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm very soft and happy. The just the cheating. Like that's gotta go. Like we don't need that. We don't need to do that. We're good. We're good. Just because we were having a bad losing streak, I don't think we couldn't have got back up on the horse.
Okay. I'd like to fire another one at him if that's okay, Spooky.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Unless you have something first, man, go ahead.
Well, he was talking about how soft. He's a softie. He's a happy guy. What about what rages you up? What's the maddest you've been in the ring?
This is 2 podcasts in a row. You've done this to me, Spooky, you son of a bitch. That's what I was going to ask.
Really? Great minds, man.
I told you, chemistry.
The maddest I would have to say would have been probably.
And you can shoot if you got to.
Hold
on, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Because, there's not really many times I can think of.
Okay. I saw you.
I would have to say it would have been the match with the good guys in the Pepsi plant for the tag titles.
Okay.
In the light tubes match, because you got to be in a different type of headspace to have a hardcore match like that, I think. And it was a very angry one. Man, that was a very angry space that I was in order to smash light tubes in each other's faces and shoot each other with Roman candles.
Hell yeah. I've got to dig up that match. Gannon talked about it as well. So it was y'all against the good guys. I can only imagine. In an abandoned Pepsi plant death match, folks. I'm going to dig it up. I've got every match RSW's ever filmed. And I'm sure they didn't just go in there and beat each other with light bulbs and not record it. Now, that'd be crazy.
No, no, it's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's already up?
No, it's been up for a while.
What do I know? I'm new.
I'll have to send you a link to it, but DD Vice had a match there.
Okay.
And Beastman had one there as well.
Hell yeah. Okay. We're going to dig it up. We're going to get it out to the fans. I appreciate you bringing that to our attention, Mr. Kilpis.
Hell yeah, man.
I'll definitely send you a link if I can find it.
I appreciate it.
Please do. I do have another question, one that you haven't said yet, Spooky.
You're probably going to steal mine. Go ahead.
I know, right? I want the listeners to realize how evident the fucking chemistry has become between Spooky and I. Because, this is 2 podcasts in a row that we not only had the same question, we were trying to ask it at the same time.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out. So, I mean, it's palpable for real. But my question was, so to kind of jump on this whole idea of you being that kind of big, huggy, loving guy, and you're all about wrestling tradition, clearly, because you had an issue with Gannon Green being a cheater. So I'd like to ask you, sir, what did you think? How far down did your bottom fucking jaw drop when you discovered that piece of shit Zeke Mercer decided to jump over to fucking the unappreciated, who are known fucking cheaters, I might add?
Zeke Mercer. Oh gosh, it was very upsetting to me when he when he made that decision, because he is all around a great guy in my eyes, and for him to feel like he's unappreciated, as the team is called,
Yeah.
like I don't like, out of one guy, I don't see him being that guy, because he's just in other places, he is just the light of a locker room. Sometimes people just get so happy to see him. He works
Okay.
so hard. He's so talented, and I just don't know what happened. Like I honestly am just like, why Zeke?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what we've been saying too. And when you say is the light of the locker room, I'm going to say was.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, you say that now.
And when I say that, I'll also add at future shows, as tomorrow, I will be avoiding him because I have been talking helly shit,
Mm.
and I probably got an ass whooping coming my way. So I will be avoiding him because I know that Zeke can whip my ass. There's no doubt in my mind. But fuck him. Fuck Zeke Mercer. I've already said it. I might as well say it
Mm.
again. We'll quit talking about that piece of shit. Let's talk about
Mm.
the very opposite of a
Mm.
piece of shit. If there's ever an opposite, it's Paulie Kilpis. What's been your favorite match of yours so far, Paulie?
Oh, my favorite match. My favorite match actually is a match that has never aired and not very many people have seen.
Okay.
It was actually my first time teaming up with Beastman. Uh, we were facing Year Zero, Patrick James and TJ Phillips,
Okay.
and they had just attacked Gannon. Like I needed a partner because they attacked Gannon. Gannon was hurt, and I just wanted to get him. I was mad that day too.
No.
So I needed to find a partner, and Beastman was there.
Mm.
So it was me and Beastman, and we didn't win, but we surely had a great time tossing TJ back and forth. We picked him up and we tossed him back and forth to each other, and I thought it was a good match, but it never made the air. I'm not sure what happened to it.
Like I say, I've got the files. I might be able to hook a brother up. That's
Mm.
kind of been my due diligence lately. So never say never in the wrestling business. Never say
I
never.
will. I will want to point out to the listeners too, as we talk to Paulie, that it's crazy to me when you talk about the duality of man, because truly Paulie is like the duality of man. Like he could stand in front of you and punch you in the mouth, or he could hug your ass. Like you just never know which Paulie you're going to get.
Yeah. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the hug. You got to do a lot
Yeah,
for him to punch you in the mouth. From
it sounds like it.
Yeah, for sure. What about inspirations, Polly? Who inspired you, and what was the moment that made you say, "I'm on a wrestle"?
Whew. Well, I could say I had a lot of inspirations. I had a big inspiration coming from Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero at the times. From Mankind and Stone Cold, even because I grew up in I was born in '93, so I grew up in the Attitude Era,
Fuck
sort of,
yes.
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So Mankind, Chris Jericho unifying the belts, all
Yeah.
that good stuff. Um, I don't, even Goldberg was an inspiration to me at the time when
Mm-hmm.
I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Big Show. I looked up to a lot of guys as a kid, and honestly, it was just like the pay-per-views is what got me really wanting to be like, man, that's what I want to do. Because the pay-per-views, all the lights and the fireworks and the crowds and the cheering, and honestly,
Mm-hmm.
wrestling was the first as sport or sports entertainment
Mm-hmm.
that I fell in love with as a kid. I'm not really a football person or a basketball person. I'm a wrestling person.
Same. Same. Yep. I didn't mean to cut you off. Where was the moment? Where was the moment you said, "I got to do this"?
It would have to be. It was. Fuck. I'm trying to remember the match because I was watching Raw. I remember it was a Raw, and this was like, this was pretty much around Y2K. This was 2000.
Okay.
This was like the New Year's show because I remember that's why I like Chris Jericho so much because like that's when he debuted and I was like, man, this guy's great. Like he hadn't even had a match. It was just him talking. And I was just like, I'm gonna like this guy a lot, and I did. I liked him a lot. I still do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still do.
Hell yeah. Hey, I'm sure you're aware he took the L last night to Action Andretti. I was so happy. That was awesome. Good on Jericho for bringing up young talent. Lawrence, this dude, first match ever in AEW, a rookie if there ever was one, and he beats Chris Jericho in his first night.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! I'll have to watch that.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
mean to spoil it for you, but good on
Yeah.
Jericho is my point.
Hey, I got a thing I just wanted to throw out real quick, man. Is that it's funny to me because of when you talk about the era that you grew up. Because Spooky knows that I'm all about the Attitude Era, but I'm an old motherfucker. So like I grew up in like watching '80s wrestling and shit, like when Hulk slammed
Yeah.
Andre and crazy shit like that. And it what really resonates with me, and you won't probably get this reference because you're so much younger. But I said this before on the podcast. You remind me of like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, because the whole proud to be an American, and you're obviously proud heritage of being a West Virginian, and like George Animal Steel with some crazy antics like trying to eat the fucking roof in fucking VCW when Beastman brought the roof down, and then there was Scott Baxter, our esteemed reporter in the know in RSW, that he had mentioned that he threw out like Hillbilly Jim too. And I just want to let you know that that's what you kind of remind me of. And I loved all three of those wrestlers. And you definitely, to me, are like the embodiment of those wrestlers.
Those are actually when I was looking at like when I was first getting into wrestling, and I would sit there and I'd watch wrestling and try to make out my character and well honestly like the character I thought of and the character that I have are like two completely different characters. Because I would watch Hacksaw and Hillbilly Jim and George the Animal Steel, and like I don't know why, like everything just worked better when I just was just like 100% like nice, hugging and everything else, because like those were all just a bunch of like they just loved doing what they did. Like you didn't have to ask Jordan Steele to like eat a stick and like like sit there and make faces at an elephant. Like no, he'd do that. Like yeah, I'll do that. Like fucking like I went to the zoo a couple months ago, and they were sitting there and. We went to see the giraffes, and the giraffes are sitting there poking their heads over the banister, but they were like, don't pet them. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pet this giraffe anyway. Its face is right here. I'm petting it.
It's happening.
It's happening. But yeah, people like that. Also, like, I also watched a lot of Hulk Hogan. That's how I get my big. That's how I feel like you gotta power yourself up. I feel like the Hulkster got the great idea about that, and it works for me. It works for me. I get some good wins with it, powering up like that. It's really hard to learn how to Hulk up, as he called it. But I think I've mastered it.
For sure, and that's a good point. Yeah, you do it in the ring, and I was fortunate enough to see you do it before you come out the curtain, because at the last New Kin show, before your match, I needed to run to the locker room for something. I think a drink of water or something. So your music's hitting. I don't want to come out to your music. That would be fucking right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'll stay behind Paulie and just start recording and follow him out. And what I witnessed was very fucking cool, in my opinion. You stood there, you beat the wall, you psyched yourself out, and I think that's a good piece of video, in my opinion. Just saying. for what it's worth. It was good shit, and we're back
yeah.
tomorrow night. Let's go into that. This is being recorded Thursday before the New Kensington show. What kind of plans you got for New Kim, Paulie?
I'm pretty sure I'm in the Battle Royal.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
like, the Battle Royal is just going to be like loads of fun for me. Everybody's in there. It's pretty much going to be the ring is going to be the hug zone, and everybody that's in it's going to get one.
For sure. And let's talk about this Battle Royal and why Spooky Lou is scared for his fucking life. This venue is super small. It's a training facility that MV has for his students. And the ring is up against two walls. There's only two places that you guys can be eliminated in that match. It's an over-the-top rope battle royal, of course, giving Spooky Lou a 50-50 shot of getting hit with a big body. So, I'm not going to say look out for me, because how you going to do that? But pray for me. Everybody pray for me, because Spooky Lou's going to need it. Spooky Lou's scared. And I hope Paulie Kilpis wins the Battle Royal. Don't you, Lawrence?
Fuck yeah.
I'm certainly going to do my best.
No doubt in my mind, you always do. How do you feel about that venue, that crowd? It seems like a cool little indie place that's really developing. There's always shows there. What's it mean to you, Paulie?
It's a great little building in the middle of I want to say it's kind of like a downtown.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of like a downtown area, so it's gonna get loads of exposure. Fucking just blocks and blocks of postering, and that place should fill up no problem.
Mm.
MV Young is a great dude. He has a very comfortable ring. I know getting slammed on your back hurts a lot, but for getting slammed on your back for having that really minimal pad,
Mm-hmm.
that's a very comfortable minimal pad.
Good. Hell, got the Enjoy Wrestling banner on it and everything. The ring's
Oh yeah,
it's a sweet ring.
I do enjoy wrestling.
I do too. Everyone.
Oh yeah.
Good point, Paulie. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a wrestling fan, enjoy wrestling. If you're gonna watch it to hate it, watch fucking Star Trek. Watch whatever makes you happy. Be happy. Quit watching wrestling to fucking hate it. Listen, I watch this fucking YouTube dude that reviews wrestling, and I don't even think he watches it, because he looks at his phone and reads the results. And I watch it. I hate to give the motherfucker views, but I watch it to see how hateful he is. He is hateful, man. And he's got all these wrestling posters on his wall and shit. I don't understand the psychology. I don't get it. It's a new generation. I don't get it. Let's get back to the lovable, great, quality grade A human being, Paulie Kilpis. Lawrence, I'm sure you got a question.
I don't really have a question right now for Paulie, but I did just want to throw this fact out, man. That I'm all about that Fight TV now. So thank you for getting me to subscribe to that. If Paulie doesn't mind, I guess I do have kind of a question, because of course I'm going to watch that shit. It'll be on Fight TV tomorrow, I'm assuming, right?
What, the new Ken show?
Yeah.
No, tomorrow's RSW. It's up.
Oh, that's RSW. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Who all are your opponents, Paulie, in that battle royal?
I couldn't say right off the bat who all's actually going to be in there. Yeah, there's a lot of people that's going to be in there. So, El Thrasho. I haven't. Oh no.
Yeah, bro, Hemon's in there, bro.
I hope I win too. Or at least I hope I can hug Brohemus and he doesn't punch me.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, just let me get away. Or yeah.
I don't know, Paulie. You might just want to. I know you're not going to listen to me, and you're going to go for that hug. Just when you go for that hug and he punches you, say, "Spooky Lou tried to warn me."
I will. I will say it right to your camera. I'll find you.
There's no doubt in my mind you will.
Oh my god.
I'm
Sounds
looking up
like
the
you're not really even
participants.
sure of all your opponents, so there could be some surprises. Hell, maybe you'll even get a guest appearance by T Rancho.
Oh shit, T Ranchula in the Battle
Oh
Royal.
shit. Who fucking knows?
You never know. I'm looking up the participants right now, and I'm going to tell you who all's in this bad boy.
I
Cause
think Cowpoke Paul might be in it.
Okay.
Cowpoke Paul is fighting Frat Daddy.
Oh, Frat Daddy.
Oh.
I hope he hog ties Frat Daddy just like he hog tied me.
I cannot find the damn graph. Here we go. I see Paulie Kilpis. I see El Thrasho. I see Aaron West. I see my boy Jason Hendricks is in there.
Okay.
The great Dee Vice, Gannon Green.
There we go.
Yeah, Brohemus. There's some stars. Oh yeah, Yellow Man. I think that's his name. Making his debut. Shit, he's new to me, but I've enjoyed what I've seen of him. You familiar with? Pretty sure it's Yellow Man, Yellow Dog. Fuck, I sound like an idiot.
Yellow man, yellow dog, yellow cat, yellow squirrel, whatever the fuck his name is.
My bad. My bad. Are you familiar with him, Paulie?
I don't think so. I'll make sure I get familiar tomorrow.
There you go. Get real familiar. Get real familiar. I'm looking. Yeah, Yellow Man. I was right. Jeez, I make myself sound like a fucking idiot. Yeah, Yellow Man. Seems like a charismatic individual. Clips I've seen, he can go in the ring. So watch out for him. Also, let's talk about this breaking news. Right before we recorded this podcast, I don't even know if Lawrence saw this, but it is breaking news, Lawrence. If I spoil it, I'm sorry. Senior referee, senior official, Paulie might not even know, senior official James Simpson has been fired by RSW. How do we feel about that?
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Couldn't happen to a better guy.
Yep. You want to take that payoff? Was it worth it? How do you feel about that, Paulie? Do you have any type of relationship with James?
I always thought James was a good ref, but I just have no words for it at this moment.
I got you. Well, he took the money. He brotherly love should be the champions, man. They gave hell to the murder. They gave hell to unappreciated. Hung in there with them after the murder beat their ass. So, I don't know. There we go. Paulie, who's some of your favorite tag teams and single stars? Give me your favorite tag team on the indie scene. Give me your favorite male single and your favorite female single on the indie scene today.
Saturday Night Special. I'm just joking.
Well, I would have to say my favorite male superstar on the indie scene would, God damn it, it would have to be fucking Brian Cage.
Okay.
He's just he's so underrated to me.
Yep.
Like, I would say, underrated, underappreciated.
Yeah.
He works very hard, I think. I met him one time at a Warrior show.
Okay.
And the dude was just like oozing masculinity and badassness. Like, I gave him a fist bump, and I felt like I fist bumped a fucking Titan, like a real Titan.
Right. I've always been a huge fan of Brian Cage. Definitely underappreciated and underutilized everywhere he's been.
Yeah, he's just like, he's got the look, he's got agility, he's got it all. And like, I just honestly think that he deserves more. I think he works hard.
Another guy that took an L on Dynamite last night, I'll have you know.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you got to remember, just because he hasn't been on there, Brian Cage isn't exactly an independent talent anymore. I mean, he does work those indie shows, but hell, he's had a TV contract for a couple years now. They just ain't been using him because he's got a smart mouth wife. That's my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Well, who's your favorite tag team, Paulie?
Um, I would. It's been a while since I've actually watched tag team wrestling on the indies. That like like after a while, I just kind of wanted to rewatch like mine and Gannon's old stuff because
Right.
like it's just entertaining to go through the memories sometimes. I do, however, I really do enjoy the Briscoe brothers.
Yeah. Uh, beat FTR over the weekend for the Ring of Honor tag titles in a double dog collar match. Big ups to the Briscoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah, Briscoe's been killing it forever. I'm glad they're finally getting their due. And the last one, Paulie, favorite female superstar going right now.
Oh, uh, it's kind of just like a hard one because there's like so many talented females nowadays, and they
There
all
is.
work so hard
Yep.
to get to where they get to where they are, especially the ones that wrestle in intergender matches because they got like a lot more to prove
Yep.
to beat down a full grown man. You
Yep.
know, uh,
Honey Badger, by God, did it last time in New Ken.
oh yeah,
Yes, it
yeah,
did.
Honey Badger did.
Beat a top contender in Zach Myers. Like, I think
Yep.
that was lost on a lot of people. Zach Myers just went from a program with Zeke Mercer, and she beat Zach Myers. In my opinion, she should be in title contention for Zeke Mercer.
That's
Mm.
where
Tim?
that's where I'm gonna have to say when I have to say I will pick Ruthless Lala.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Hell
She
yeah.
she's an amazing person, a big old heart, but she will fucking rip your head right off.
Yep.
She'll rip your head clean off your shoulder.
Yep. Scares the shit out of me, but like you said,
Mm.
wonderful heart. Definitely a two-sided coin there. Definitely. Woo, boy.
I got a question for Paulie.
Okay.
Paulie.
Yeah.
So, like, I gave you all your shine and the love in the beginning, and I talked about how, like, to me, like, literally, you are like RSW. Like, you're the championship belt, even without having a championship belt. But with Paulie, you being a singles competitor for so long, having the Mount Kilpis tag team split up, do you have any desire to actually wear a belt? And if you do, who do you think you would match up better against, Remy LeVay or Zeke Mercer?
Ah.
Um. Well, I do think I do want to go for a belt in the future, maybe close future even. Um.
Okay.
Uh. I just want to say that before my match with Jeff Paul, I was actually on a 3-match win streak. I had beat Gannon, I had beat David Lawless, and I had beat
Mhm.
Cowpoke Paul.
Yep.
Okay.
And so I think me going in singles has been going very well so far.
For sure.
Uh, I have had a match with Remy before. I'm not sure if he was the internet champion at the time.
Mhm.
Probably. He's had it for 2
Ah,
years.
oh yeah, probably then. Yeah, very likely so. He might have been. Uh, I thought that was a very good match with Remy. I've
Okay.
never had a match with Zeke Mercer though,
Mm.
and I would really like to have a chance to go one-on-one with him. Uh, for the title though, I'm not sure. I don't know. I would like to have the main belt, but I don't see myself as a person that would be worthy of the main belt. I think I would go for the internet belt.
Bro, I disagree. I
Yeah.
I
totally
know
disagree.
I know the sky's the limit. And like if I were to face and beat Remy for his belt, maybe if I were to lose that belt, then I would go for the big belt. I just would like, to move up the belt ranks, not just like skip one, like you know what I
Okay.
mean?
And I get that. I get that. But I'm dying for somebody to fuck up Zeke Mercer sooner than later.
You
And
know how I feel.
I would love for you to just fuck up Zeke Mercer, new RSW champion, fuck
Mhm.
a ladder, Just hop on up the mountain and call it yours, baby.
But you know, let's just take it back a second though, because I like your idea of let's climb the ranks. So you faced Remy before, you said, and more
Yeah.
than likely, since he's been holding the title for 2 fucking years, I would say, and mad props to Remy, he's one of my favorite wrestlers too. But if you were to face him again, clearly you had to have faced him while he's the title holder. What does Paulie have to do to learn from what mistakes may have been that you committed in the first match? What does Paulie Kilpis have to do to beat Remy LeVay, the longest holder of that belt over 2 fucking years, and become the champion?
If there's one thing that Remy has over just about anyone in the locker room, it's heart and drive to win.
Okay.
And I just want to have a shout out to Remy, because he just recently became the first VCW heavyweight champion. Congratulations.
Yep, I
to
saw
him
that
for
as
that.
well. For sure, congrats.
You know, it couldn't have been given to a more hardworking guy, and he deserved it.
Yep.
What I think it would take to beat him, our first meeting, he was a lot faster than me. I was still very much breaking in and new to kind of getting into 1v1s, because me and Gannon, that's when me and Gannon first decided we should try to get into some singles competition, see how we do it. We weren't having problems at the time. It was just something that we wanted to do. So I had got a match with Remy. It was Fairmont, West Virginia. It was a good match. He was a lot faster than me. And I think that if I could somehow maybe control his speed, I think I could probably take him. I think I could probably get the win with strength advantage. But then again, he's got heart and he's got drive. So, honestly, it would just be a battle of attrition.
I feel like you, though, have that in spades as well. And from just a fan's perspective, may I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Paulie Kilpis, climbing the top rope, fucking frog splash.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, your new champion. Woo! Let's get it.
Oh, my.
I mean, I've never really hit a frog splash before. I've hit a flying headbutt a couple times.
There you go. Okay. Anything is possible with Paulie Kilpis in the ring. There's no doubt in my mind. I've heard the tales of you lifting 600-pound boulders. I've heard the tales of Paulie Kilpis, and I've witnessed Paulie Kilpis's athleticism with my own eyes. That being said, we're in the final stretch here. We keep it an hour. We only got a few minutes left. Paulie, what type of words of wisdom can you give to my listeners? What can you tell them to inspire them, to keep them going? No one knows better than Paulie Kilpis. You've made a star yourself. How can they do it? What can they do to be a happy, successful gentleman like yourself?
Well, I guess the secret would be to just kind of love yourself every day, and love every day, even though every day might be kind of hard. Every day might be shitty, might try to beat you down, but you just gotta keep on pressing on with a smile on your face, and just keep saying it's gonna be a good day. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, it's good advice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Mr. Lawrence, do you have any final questions?
I really don't, man. I just am going to reiterate the same thing I said in the past, man. I've highly enjoyed watching you. I look forward to watching you in person some more and getting my hugs. I hope I didn't come across too much as a mark when I'm like, hey, can I get a selfie and shit? I realize
No, you're fine.
I feel like I'm becoming that mark, but like it's just the talent on display from you guys to just everyone, man. Huff Manley, just everybody. I mean, I can't name fucking everybody, but I love watching all you guys. You've made me an instant fan, and I truly believe that your star is fucking on the rise, man. Like this has been a pleasure and a privilege to be able to have you give us your time to speak to you, because the next time we do this, I don't know where the fuck you're gonna be. I mean, that's the truth. Like you're a fucking star, dude.
Know that. Know that.
Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it.
We know
Of course,
you do.
man.
We appreciate you. You've been listening to WrestleRoni, another grade A quality human. It don't get much better than Paulie Kilpis. I promise you that. I'd like to think I know him fairly well. I'd love to know him better even. For my co-host Lawrence, for the great Paulie Kilpis about to win a battle royale himself.
Kilpis!
Love yourself. Love one another. Stand up for yourself. Don't take no shit. Be kind to each other. Live your fucking dreams, man. We are, all of us. One more time.
Kilpis!
And be sure to check for the Paulie Kilpis Frog Splash coming to a squared circle near you.
Kilpis!
Kilpis!
We're out. Sorry about your ears.